Hello and welcome back to the Now We Know Show Flashback, an exclusive episode for our patrons and YouTube members. In the studio today we have...
Buzz!
And Zak. So what will be the topic of this week?
Well, this week I've got to go into the Sherlock Holmes hat of...
randomness.
That's it.
So we're going to be picking a previous topic that we have covered on the podcast that we will be revisiting for a quick little episode.
Okay, because we got the randomizer hat.
That's very technical.
Happens to be a Sherlock Holmes hat.
That is true.
I think
Random choice. What's it going to be?
Random choice of a hat. Right, I've pulled one out of the Sherlock Holmes hat.
What was it we had last week? It was the UAPs, wasn't it?
UFOs and UAPs.
The last episode,
Right,
yeah.
This one is a flashback to Cider.
Oh,
Cider.
Okay, so that's going back to the taste test.
Okay, first thing that comes to mind for me is you never used to drink anything.
No.
And you kind of started to have a little tipple now and then.
I have.
And you have, maybe because of the cider taste test, you've become a bit of a cider man.
Well, you say that. I obviously did the taste test on the beer drinking one.
Yes, that was your first time
and then
ever drinking beer.
later on in the World's End podcast.
Yep.
But for the cider and sausage fest, shall we say?
I'd say sausage and cider fest. You don't really want
Festival,
to have a sausage fest.
festival, guys, festival. Anyway, for that...
You said sausage fest.
That's why this is an exclusive episode, okay? Okay. And... Quiet. Okay.
Sorry.
Calm it down.
Serenity. Serenity now.
Anyway, in this particular episode,
Yep.
I didn't actually do any of the tasting.
Oh, no.
No, I had to
didn't.
work the following day.
Oh,
I was really annoyed.
Oh, yeah, so you sat there, you ate the sausages, so you could say you enjoyed the sausage fest.
Oh, no. Let's skip over that, please.
And you didn't get to try any of the ciders,
No.
apart from, I think, the non-alcoholic one. Did you ever?
Yeah, I had the non-alcoholic
one.
one. That was disappointment water.
Yeah, disappointment water, as we call it. Yeah, so, the cider one, that was good fun. Yeah.
Who did we have in for that? It was quite a few people, if I remember.
Chaz Albrighton, good old
Chaz was in.
Yeah.
We had Tina.
Tina was in.
Jack.
Yep.
You, me. But I was kind of like the officiator, shall we say.
Yeah. Do we have anybody else in? Don't think we did, do we?
No, that was later on for the chili
one.
one.
But yeah, the cider one. So if you haven't listened to the cider one, that is a good fun episode. And again, we're going to have to revisit some of these taste tests.
Yeah, I really enjoy kind of the atmosphere when we do the taste tests.
Yeah, it's getting the group in.
Yeah.
And you don't know which way it's going to go.
Yeah.
What people's reactions are going to be.
Because we tend to rate all of them out of 10.
Yeah, that's the
and then we
simplest way
kind
of
of
doing it.
decide which one is our favourite or which is our least favourite by the end.
I mean, we kind of do it in a much more kind of...
laid back
way to maybe... We're not... we literally just pour them out and drink them, you know. Because let's be honest, people would say, oh, you need to change the glass, you need to do this, you need to do that. I mean, let's face it, the glasses do get emptied. But we tasted them as we would taste them if you were at a pub or something. You know, you're going to go up and have your glass filled with something else or whatever, you know, unless you're going to a luxury pub where you're getting a luxury fresh glass every drink, you know.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, so with luxury nibbliettes.
Oh, you had to say nibbliettes, didn't you?
Yes. But yeah, so we do it in a relaxed way, and I do like the taste test, so we're going to have to...
Could we... Okay, let's brainstorm. Which taste test do we need to do next?
Well, there's two. There's two that jump out at me.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, we had, taste test, it's going to be either the wine or the cheese.
Okay.
Now, it would be very tempting to do a wine and cheese.
Cheese and wine double up.
Double up, but I think it would probably be better to focus on one aspect of it.
Yeah.
So by all means, like with the cider and sausage, we had the cider was the main thing, and the sausages, although they weren't they weren't actually part of the taste test. They were just there to enjoy.
Do you remember which episode this was? Because I think it's going back a bit, isn't it?
Okay, let me just think. I think the sausage and cider was episode 19.
19. Oh wow!
What
so
episode are
we
on
just recorded episode 62 of the Now We Know Show podcast. So that is going back.
Yeah, we definitely. It's time for a revisit.
Because our last one was the chili one, and that was, I think that was, again, a while ago. That
was one that lasted for a good 48 hours. Yeah. Thank you for that, Jack. Yeah.
Oh, what was that again? It was like the Reaper sauce or something.
It was some horrible
thing.
Death by umbungo type of thing. Yeah.
We've also had a lot of interest from other people that want to come in. Like Sarah wanted to do, was it a mead or was it whiskey?
Oh, yeah, mead. Oh, yes, of course, the whiskey. Well, I'd like to save the whiskey tasting. So there's a malt whiskey tasting. I don't know if we can put some blends in there, but definitely save that towards the festive season, I think.
Well, that's a good idea. That's a good thing to look forward to.
For me, that's kind of a festive thing, along with the mead as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's got a kind of a Christmassy vibe.
Yeah, Christmassy vibe.
Let's do two. Let's do a double recording session.
You say it to me, and I'm already imagining cold winter nights, the jingling of bells, the log burner going, that kind of, the lights are down, and you've got your glass of whiskey, and you can see through the glass the flames of the fire light up.
That'd be a good photo.
Golden liquid,
That'd be really nice.
So I think we'll save that for later in the year.
Oh crikey! Just imagine if, like, for the next Now We Know show flashback, if we pulled out Christmas carols, we'd have to do it mid-August.
Mid-August Christmas carols. So yes, I think that one's going to be a fantastic one, and I think we're probably going to end up with a lot of guests in the studio who are going to be very, very drunk.
Very drunk.
Because we don't do any of that.
Oh, no.
Swill it around, sniff it, and then spit it in a bucket. No! We drink it.
Sacrilege.
You drink it.
All right, so you're looking...
So by the time you get to number 10, you're going, I think this is really nice. I kind of really like it. I can't focus on it very well, but I like it.
You sound like you've had a lot of practice of that.
Well, it comes with many, many years.
Are you looking forward to cheese or wine more?
For me, it's probably the cheese.
We do like our cheese.
And I don't want to do a cheese that's just cheese. It's got to be cheese on a cracker.
Cheese on a cracker. Okay. Any particular cracker?
Crackers can make the difference with cheeses. So I think we should probably stick with one type, like a Jacob's cracker.
Okay.
Because it's not salted or anything. It's plain.
I'm more fond to the tuck biscuits.
I know you like your salted tuck biscuits.
They're really nice.
But maybe we can slip some in there. I don't know.
Maybe it can be for the flashback of that particular one. We can.
And of course, the other question
cheese or something in.
The other question is, do we go chutneys or not? No, I think we should go plain cheeses.
Maybe we can have a chutney.
God, do you remember that brie we had 2 weeks ago?
Ugh, that was horrid. Okay, that is probably one of the only instances, guys, that this cheese was like so bad.
Because you're a brie lover, aren't you?
I really like me brie.
It was a fresh piece of brie.
Maybe with a little bit of sriracha sauce on it because I'm weird.
Yeah, that's okay.
But this particular brie we had, I can't remember. Where did we get it from?
I think we got it from Tesco's. Ooh. I don't know if it was a Tesco's brand though, so I'm not going to knock your Tesco's. But we got it, unwrapped it. As soon as we unwrapped it, it was like, whoa,
that's a bit whiffy.
That's a bit strong.
And we tried it, and it was just foul.
It was like it tasted like it had gone.
It had to go in the bin.
That's it. It went.
Now, so for us, that is a statement because we'll eat a lot of different varied cheeses. Yeah, but that one. That just had to go.
And I eat a lot of food that's out of date and past its sell by.
Oh, we know about that, mate.
Because that's it. I experiment to see how long food lasts.
Well, speaking of that, maybe we should do a taste test of all this
out of date stuff.
Out of date survival food you keep doing.
Yeah, I seem to be fine on it, but I don't know if the guests will be. Here we go. 5-year-old beans.
Anyway, bringing it back to the cider.
Yeah, cider.
Can you remember what your favourite cider was at the time?
I'm not sure whether I got stuck between two. What was the one that Chaz brought in?
That was the Henry Weston.
Yeah, so it was the Henry Weston and the Aspells.
Oh, yeah, because you're an Aspells fan.
I'm sure we did Aspells, didn't we? We did. And Aspells is, it's just gorgeous.
And I can just about remember that from the World's End podcast.
Oh, yeah, because we finished off with Aspells, didn't we? And some Jaeger bombs.
Oh God!
And that finished you off completely.
Definitely.
And I think
that was a mistake.
Yeah,
the Jaeger bombs were a mistake. I could handle the side of it. 3 Jaeger bombs
in a row. All thanks to Jack.
Okay, that was his fault. I blame Jack for that.
And that finished you off. And I think that's probably where we should finish.
Well,
this flashback.
Last thing on the cider.
Okay.
We can definitely highly say that there is one cider we together do not like and do not recommend, and that is Thatcher's Gold.
Thatcher's Gold. I know people that do like Thatcher's
Gold. Really?
But I've had it out of the bottle, and I've had it worse at a pub.
Worse at a pub?
Yeah.
That's
do you remember when we stopped
something.
in at that pub and that's all they had on tap? And it was like, bleh, bleh.
I think not. It's been a while since I've actually had a drink.
But let's finish this flashback on a high.
Yes.
Let's say cider is great. Maybe we should do a scrumpy one.
What's a scrumpy?
Well, a scrumpy is cider, but it tends to be flat, no bubbles in it.
Okay.
Yeah, good old-fashioned West Country cider.
So is that kind of like the one
cider,
I had?
Sweet cider.
I had at Tewkesbury. There was one that was kind
cider.
of like that. I can't remember.
You get some cloudy dry cider.
Yeah, it was cloudy, wasn't it?
So maybe we should do that as well. And there you go. Back to the taste tests. Huzzah!
Thank you very much, listeners, and we hope you enjoyed this Now We Know show flashback. We appreciate your continued support of Zak Wylde Productions, so stay tuned for your future episodes. I'm Zak.
And I'm Buzz.
This has been the Now We Know Show Flashback.
Goodbye.